Before I start this video, I want to thank everybody that like, comment, share, and subscribe. I see it. God see it. Blessings to you and your situations. Just in case you don't make it to the end of the video, I wanted to thank you now. Thank you. And I mean that.
The statue resulted in getting bombed. Yeah.
Okay, so look. People always ask me how I met the devil. And I tell them, I'm not going to say that I met the devil, but we met one of them.
Oh, my God.
We met one of them. And, the devil answers to somebody.
Hold up. This is getting real. Who he answered to? God.
Yeah. And that's uncomfortable for people. Because when we met the dude, we at 660 North State Street at the Dana Hotel, Chicago, Illinois, 2016, Tuesday morning, right after we left the studio the night before. We walked into the bar, me and Dugar. We stand there at the bar. It's early in the morning, so people not drinking. So they see us at the bar. They send somebody down. You guys want to order a drink? I'm like, yeah. But dude was standing right there. White dude, blonde hair, blue eyes, gray suit, about 5'11". And I always wear a cross. He looked at me, looked at my chain, and made a little smug look. But, I was looking for an investor at that time. I'm like, look, man, let me holler at you, man. He's like, kind of blowing me off. But, bro, I'm something to deal with. You feel me?
Right.
I can go toe-to-toe with anybody. But when I was standing next to him, I felt like a pork chop sandwich next to a crocodile.
Stop playing with me.
And I thought to myself, I said, where's my pistol at? Because I'll be late.
Right.
And it's in my bag, it was on me. He responded to what I thought.
Oh, my God.
He said, you wouldn't dare pull something like that out in here.
Oh, boy was a reptilian. That's why he felt like he was in danger. Big homie CC said he felt like a pork chop. That's because he was in the presence of a reptilian, and they're very telepathic. Did I say that right? They can read your mind, man. I've been in the presence of a couple of these things.
Turns to me and say, Gordon, I don't like him. And we got away from him.
Y'all talking telepathically.
No.
He reading your mind.
I thought, and he spoke to me verbally.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, this is some different shit right here. And so we fled the scene. We go up to our room. Because at that point, it's like, man, bro, I couldn't even fathom that this really happened. And then, me and Dugar been to 3 exorcisms. You know what I'm saying? We then went to the confessional booth with the fathers, and they tell us all of this type of stuff. But when this situation happened, it changed my worldview. Because then I seen dude 6 days in a row. Me and bro flew to Vegas. He on the same plane as us.
No.
But the whole time he just looking with this smug look. And that was the moment where Dugar started to wake up. Because at first he was like Crip Mac, you feel me? But after that, he said, okay.
Hold on, what do we mean he was like Crip Mac? What, he was stupid? So his homeboy seen the reptilian and it woke his ass up. Look, I'm not gonna lie. When I first seen one and I really knew what I was looking at, I woke up. I stopped getting high and drunk in public. I stopped hopping into anybody's car or letting just anybody hop into my car. I woke up. I wasn't never like Crip Mac, but I wasn't never like this until I seen one of them damn reptilians. So I understand what he's talking about. His homeboy woke up after that.
I see what's going on. I gotta lock in. And he started to wake up, you feel me? And when we see the dude at the little beach club again, I said, what is your name? He says, Ball. We thinking BLL. But it wasn't until later that we put 2 and 2 together.
So
but he said to us, though, He said, "You're in my playing ground now. Walk light." That's what Fool said to him.
So you met this entity. So what is the power of control for, and do the elites channel energy from this being?
They want us to believe that all of this is a fairy tale because they worship it and they serve it. Facts.
Right.
Bro, just like in El Salvador, the president that made this the most safest country in the world, in his press conference, he said, the enemy simply isn't flesh and blood. Because all of these cartels, they got narco gods they pray to.
Right.
All demons.
Oh.
Yeah. The Bible say that the enemy is not flesh and blood. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. I'm not wrestling against my neighbor or the police officer that's in front of me. It's the spirit. It's the spirit that's up in them. So yeah, even the Bible say that.
Demons, right? And it's kind of crazy. Like, are we seeing rituals in front of us like daily and don't even know
100%. 100%.
What kind are we seeing that we don't notice?
Matter of fact, let me show you one right now.
Right.
Because, when you watch award shows,
right,
the whole checkerboard floor thing, see that all the time. Demonic. And then I'm going to show you this. Watch
the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul boxing match. That was a ritual.
I gotta see it. You be having. If you watching this, Big Open CC always got something that he gotta show. That's really unique.
The woman that got taken out by ICE. Remember, they said she tried to run him over. That was a ritual.
To him, right? He the only person with these pictures, right?
All right. See that right there?
Trayvon Martin was a ritual.
That's Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys pays homage.
Let me show you the video. Watch this.
Oh, gotta watch.
He's talking about rituals and entertainment that they put right in front of our face at the awards and the Super Bowl and different things like that. I'm talking about the ones that they put on the news. George Floyd was a ritual. Rather Black Lives Matter is good or bad or whatever. Whether Trayvon Martin, God, I don't care. All of that shit was a ritual, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. Right.
Because, bro, they all worship the same.
Right.
Bro, I done seen so much. Like you like the only person who even knows about this.
No, I'm trying to make sure the world understand when they live in that, because it's one thing to live somewhere and not know, and it's one thing to live somewhere and know how to control it, right?
For sure.
So it's like people should understand it. I mean, the earth is good, it's a good place to live, but there's a way to control it. So you can actually go away from what's making you bad. People have to deal with it. And there's a way not to deal with it.
What's the way not to deal with it?
Everything comes by choice, right? I tell people all the time that life is reflected by what you choose. The reality is only perceived what you believe is truth. So when you believe something is true, that's what the reality becomes. So once you hold something as truth in your mind, it shows.
That's how you control the simulation.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you control it. Watch what you believe is truth, right? Whatever you believe is truth, you will see, right? And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't understand this. But speaking of celebrities,
here we go right here.
Hollywood loves to praise Satan. I'm honored to be able to receive this amazing award
Every image of the Baphomet, he's standing there doing this.
What does that mean?
This is the devil's salute. This is a satanic salute.
Right.
There's only one country, only one state in the country where the satanic church is allowed to have groups in their high school. That's here in Vegas. I've infiltrated the satanic church.
Oh, wow. Tell me about that. You infiltrated that day, what I was like, you infiltrated everything. Was Bigfoot in there, nigga? Was Bigfoot? What you infiltrate the satanic church for?
Because, bro, some years back, I had got sent a video of some people stomping on a baby. And the baby was alive at first. And they stomped the baby pretty much till it was just in pieces. And this disturbed me. And they pretty much knew after this they was going to have fame, fortune, and wealth. You know, because Sammy Davis Jr. was a devil worshiper. You know what I'm saying? So watch this. Let me show you something. Because I go out in the field, bro, and like that's what got me here, and I'm going to stick to that. And people look to me to be a source of strength.
Right.
So, you know, I can't just, you know, you told me I need to sit still, so I'm going to sit still for a little while. But these are the emails.
Oh, my God.
Part of Satanic Temple.
That's it. Satanic Temple.
Oh, yeah, I've been to the meetings and everything.
Tell me about it. Tell me what it's like when you walk up in there. Tell me what it's like. It's like church. It's probably identical.
It's crazy you just said that, man.
Oh, shit.
Like, that's why I have a real problem with these organized religions, because it was the same format. Sound, light, frequency are the building blocks of the universe, and people who know this, they use it against us. Because you go to church, they put on the display, that's the light. Church always bright lights.
Right.
The sound, the preachers, they signal for the choir to stand up and sing, and then sometimes they got drums. They got they got like the beat drums. Then they got the guy on the piano.
Right, all the time.
That's the frequency, sound, light, frequency, and it has an effect on people.
Right,
and it gets
not the piano in church, the organ, which is kind of more powerful than the piano.
It's people to feel involved, and just like with, you know, you go to radical Islam, the reason they able to tap into people's brains is because it's attached to a language. Those vibrations affect the brain and affect the body, and it's able to radicalize people. So when I walked into this, same thing.
Right.
They just got Satan songs. But they call him, but to them, you know, Satan was the god of music. And the songs sound very, 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 very similar, but they have a ritual they call the cremation of care. The cremation of care destroys your moral compass. So you're able to make these sacrifices to this deity for wisdom and gain. Because the scripture says, make sacrifices to us and worship us, and we shall do your bidding. It's always we.
What scripture? The Satanic scripture.
Yeah.
Did you know how that was created? Did you know a guy was in prison? They told him to create it, and he created it and wrote it really fast and got out of prison.
So big homie CC, he just said that he got a video, watched the video of a baby getting stumped into pieces, and then decided to join the Satanic Church to bring them down. But we know that the Satanic Church is still standing strong. I wonder what happened. Did he just become a member and then just continue to become a member? I don't know, because the Satanic Church is not taken out. What temple did he go to? What Satanic Church did he go to? What is the address? Are those people still there? What was the result of him joining a church, or did he just admit that he's a Satanist? I don't know, man. I'm just asking the question. He looked different in that video that we just seen than this video right here. In the video that we just watched, he have a darker spirit than this video right here. Check this out.
So, like, you know, off camera, we was talking about devil worshiping, you know, because I started talking about the LA gangs politics.
Yeah, in Chicago, you got the Satan disciples. That's these.
Right.
In Cali, you got the devil lions. They worship the devil. MS-13.
That's like straight devil worshiping.
MS-13's actively.
See, I made a video. I made a couple of videos already on how the serpent seeds are in the gangs. The Devil Lane Bloods are not a devil worshiping gang. They have homies that's devil worshipers, that's Satanists in the Denver lanes. But all of the gangs, Crips, the neighborhoods, the Avalons, all gangs all across America has Satan worshiping serpent seeds in it. And these are the ones who keep up that 187. These are the ones who spill the blood. And this is why the gangs don't come together. So Big Homie CC said that the Devil Lanes up in LA and Pasadena, because it's Pasadena Devil Lanes too, are Satan worshipers, when that's not true. Not every single member of that gang is a devil worshiper. Let me get that straight.
Worship the devil. They do satanic rituals and all of that.
Have you seen anything firsthand?
Hell yeah. Okay, so look.
Yeah, think about it.
All right, I'll say this. So we would go to Mexico for certain things on human trafficking and stuff. And certain times they will be monitoring like some ladies. They'll call and say, "Oh, they detoxing me. They want me to drink, they want me to smoke." That means you finna get your organs took out your body. So, like, if you look at that Hoover indictment that took place, in that paperwork, they were saying they was taking certain females to the border to sell their organs. And once they start detoxing you, that's what that's for. And, you know, if you go down to Mexico and you got your girlfriend, they'll push up and offer you $50,000 for your girl. Like, black girls down there selling $50,000.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like, going down to Mexico and not coming back.
What all you heard about that?
I just heard like that's some shit that's happening.
Yeah, that's big. Like, that's what's going on. So, you know, we would go down there and they got complete control of that shit, bro. Like, it ain't no police and shit like that. But the issue is, though, wherever people call and pay, we go. The problem is when you go down there, the ball game totally different. Like, once like sex workers get to like 24, 25, that's considered old.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you know, you got two kidneys, them worth $40,000 each, your heart worth $70, the liver worth $100. For them, it's just kill you, take your organs out, and sell that shit. That's why they targeted El Mencho. El Mencho was the biggest organ trafficker in the world.
They actually painted the city red behind that nigga.
And we never seen our government go after cartels before.
Right.
But El Mencho was an organ trafficker. That was his biggest business. And, you know, that's who Epstein was getting a lot of kids from. So in order to tie out them loose ends, they went and got them.
Shit, well, the bitch. You know, there's a lot of, like we just spoke about the satanic shit, right?
Right.
Do you think there is hell?
So, have you ever read the Book of Enoch?
Never, I haven't read it yet.
Hear the whole thing. 1610, King James and 47 other clergymen edited the Bible. This is why the guy Tazariak is dodging me, because his literature comes out of the King James Bible. And King James used to have homosexual orgies. He got criticized by his people for taking...
Is there a such thing as a hell? That was the question, man. No.
3 showers in 1 year. He got his own mother killed to be able to take power. After he edited the King James Bible, his next series of books is called Demonology. When you see somebody making a series of books called Demonology, and he removed 100 books from the original Bible, you've got to be suspicious, because Jesus taught from the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's why I say I'm a follower of Christ. I don't get into the whole Christian thing, because Psalm 82 speaks about God reigns on a divine council of other gods. And I seen Tazariak say that right here with Bishop Eli. So in order to monetize these certain religions, they ignore these facts. Right. Because you cannot monetize a religion when there's more than one God. He's from Afghanistan. So when I see black men, let me ask y'all this question.
Yeah, let's do it.
In the Bible, it says a man got swallowed by a fish, survived in the stomach for a week, a whale, and then got vomited onto the beach. Whales are filter feeders. They eat plankton. Stomach acids, you can't survive in that. This is mythology. Would you tell your kids this?
No, not necessarily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was a theology major. I've read the Quran. I've read all of the Hadiths. I've read the Talmud, the Torah. I've read 7 different Bibles. None of these books is there a quote from a woman. And that ain't suspicious to nobody. Muhammad.
Women weren't allowed to speak back then, were they?
Huh?
They weren't allowed to have no type of opinion like that, Rick.
He does.
You see how he didn't answer the question. The question was, is there a such thing as hell? Certain people don't like to talk about hell. I noticed that certain people don't like to talk about hell. Witches, sorcerers, they hate talking about hell. People who know that they live a fucked up life, they really don't like talking about hell. So if you was to ask me that question, yes. Yes. Like I always say, I'm going to say this before I leave. Like I always say, one day you wasn't here. Let's say in 1905, you wasn't here. Where you was at, I don't know. You probably don't even know. And then one day on your birthday, your mama pushed you out, or she had a C-section, or you came up out of a test tube, but you was here. You opened up your eyes and you was in a place, and you've been in that place ever since. And try to jump real high. You can't get out this place. Try to dig your way out. You can't get out of this place that you just opened up your eyes one day and you was in. So don't you think that can happen again and again and again? NPCs don't believe in heaven or hell, but that's understandable because there's no afterlife for NPCs. This is the only life that NPCs live. Hell was created for Satan and his angels, for things that live forever and ever and ever. And so happens the chosen ones. We live forever and ever and ever. And if we go against the grain, then one day we're going to open up our eyes and we're going to be in a place that we can't jump up out of and we can't dig up out of. Peace.